Hey y'all, draw with me while we talk about self-love, self-care, mental health. I'm drawing a light bulb with flowers in it. I kind of already started, but I decided to make a video and talk to you about some stuff that people struggle with. So this is all I have. I'm not an artist, but you know the deal. I just like drawing. And yes, my fan is on because it is actually so hot in here. My mom has the heat on 77 degrees. Yeah, it's hot. So self-love is something you need before you can love anybody else. Yeah, I'm going straight into it. You can't love somebody else if you don't love yourself. And that's that. You cannot love somebody else if you don't love yourself. A lot of people struggle with self-image and their confidence, and there's a very big reason: social media. Social media has ruined a lot of people's self-image and confidence, and that's not okay. Like, that's not how it should be. So I feel like social media needs to be very real and raw, and it's just not. You look at models and you're like, oh my god, I wish I was her. I wish I had her body. I wish I had her facial features. I wish I had her hair. Listen, if you think like that, you're not going to be the best version of yourself, because you're too busy being worried about some other chick that you don't even know if that's really what she looks like, because there's so many editing tools that people use nowadays to deform their bodies into something it's not, to fix blemishes on people's faces, to slim features, and it ruins everything. If you've ever seen those videos on TikTok of like models' original photos and then after they're edited, it's like a completely different person. Spooky wanted to say hi. Say hi, baby. Oh, he doesn't like kisses. Okay. And to love yourself, you kind of just have to realize that you were born in the body that God gave you, and you can change it. You can change it. You just have to put your mind to it. If you don't like your weight, if you feel like you're overweight, if you feel like you're underweight, try your best. That's all you can do, is to try your best to change it. You can try diets, or you can try exercises. All of those are really great for self-love and confidence, because once you see that change, it'll motivate you to keep going. And change can take a while, but the patience and the waiting game of watching it happen is where people give up. You cannot give up just because you haven't noticed anything different in, let's say, a week, a few days, maybe even a few months. It can take years. But if you are determined and you really want to do this, then it's going to take time, and it's going to take patience, and it's going to take commitment. You have to be committed. And a lot of things that people worry about as well is if other people are judging you. Let's say you're getting dressed to go somewhere and you look in the mirror and you like the outfit, but you're worried about what people are going to think of you in that outfit. Wear it. Wear the outfit. Because a lot of times, 99.9% of the time, people are too worried about themselves to be worried about you. And that's something that a lot of people, I feel like, know, but also there's a lot of people that don't know that. Like, if we're being honest, how many times have you walked into a store or a restaurant or been walking around town and be like worrying about somebody else? No, you're worried about how you look. You're worried about your image. People are worried about how they look. People are worried about their image. They're not worried about you, especially if you don't even know the person. Like, no stranger is going to be all up on you, worrying about what you're doing and who you're with and what you're wearing and where you're going. That's just not how the world works these days. Self-love is something that takes a while to actually evolve into the truth. A lot of times what I do is if I feel like I look bad that day, or I'm worried about something on my face or something on my clothes, or if I'm worried about it, it's only going to make me more self-conscious. That leads to a negative mindset, and that's something that is just the truth. It's the cold hard truth. Negative mindsets are the biggest manipulator in the world. If you're on social media and you see all of these influencers that are so happy with their lives and it seems like nothing's ever wrong, it's fake. Not all of it, because not all of it has to be fake, but they do have hard times, and that they choose if they want to show that and be raw, or they can have the decision to hide it and just show the good parts. But most of the time, a lot of people have more bad than good, and that's okay. You just have to battle it, get through it, and know what your goal is and keep working towards that goal. My next topic is self-care. Self-care is something that a lot of people I know, like a lot of people have access to it, but a lot of people don't. Self-care is something that is a main foundation of having a good mindset, because if you're feeling bad about how you look, or you don't have the motivation to get up and take care of yourself, then you're just going to keep digging yourself a deeper hole. Whether or not you feel like taking care of yourself, whether you're just like, I just feel so bad, I'm just gonna rot in bed, I'm just gonna not do it today, I'll do it tomorrow. If you keep procrastinating like that, you're never gonna get it done. And that's just how it is. You're never gonna get it done. If you want your mindset to be better, you have to do stuff to achieve that. You can't do it by rotting in bed, feeling sorry for yourself. And I know this is tough love. This is tough love. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm just not, because if I sugarcoat it, it's not being real and raw, and that's what I'm all about. I'm all about being real and raw, so this is going to be hard to hear for some people, but it's something that you need to hear, and I'm gonna tell you. Taking care of yourself can vary. It can look like just getting out of bed and brushing your teeth and washing your face, or it can be more complex than that, like being productive, getting up early and doing stuff all day, and then coming home, relaxing, taking a hot bath, taking a hot shower, doing 10 steps of skincare, brushing your teeth, washing your face, all of this stuff. But it doesn't have to be complex. That's the thing. A lot of people think, oh, I need all of this to take care of myself. You really don't. You really don't. Like, all you really need: shampoo, conditioner, body wash, face wash, toothbrush, toothpaste. That's all you need. That's all you ever need. But if you want to be more complex, then you can. That's absolutely okay. Self-care has positive effects on people because it gets you out of bed and it gets you doing something. And if you want to have self-care, you can set goals, but you have to have a stable goal. Like, starting a diet is not a stable goal. Starting a diet is very hard to complete, because if you're starting a diet after, let's say, 20 years of eating the same types of food every day for 20 years, it's going to be very hard to start a diet and stick to it. And a lot of people fail at diets, so they resort to other things like exercising or protein shakes or stuff like that, or even eating disorders. And eating disorders are not healthy. It's not a positive mindset. But working out and protein shakes are a good source of self-care. You can do that, and working out can be relaxing for people, but taking care of yourself is the most important thing. If you're draining yourself trying to save somebody else, you're not taking care of yourself. You have to put yourself before other people, especially if you are being drained by other people's needs. And I'm gonna say something, and I want you to listen to me when I say this. You cannot save somebody that doesn't want to be saved. It's okay if you have friends and you're talking to them, giving them advice, but whenever it starts to become an issue, like you're giving them advice and they're not taking it and just keep falling back into the same habits, that's when it becomes negative. And that's something that you can either choose to continue with. You can choose to continue draining yourself for somebody that just wants all of you and then leave you with nothing and then get up and leave your life. Then you can do that. Or you can you don't have to drop them as your friend, but you can be like, hey, I feel like you should get professional help, or maybe talk to somebody else about this. And it's not being mean, it's taking care of yourself. And that's just how it is. So that's it for today's video. I know it's not Tuesday. But I'm bored. So yeah, that was it. And I'm gonna show y'all my drawing because it's cute, but it's not the best. Do y'all like it? Yeah. So that's that. And I will see y'all next time. Goodbye.